We've been friends since the first day of year 7.
Hey, I'm Tao. Charlie.
The kitties have been switched. If you don't watch my other reactions or you're new here, welcome. But if you don't, Coco and Sammy don't get along with Dobbie, so we have to separate them. So if you see a little munchkin fly by, that's Dobbie. It's her time out. Hi dolls, welcome back. And if you were new, hello, my name is Jessie, and today we're going to react to Season 2, Episode 5 of Heartstopper, Heat. Heat, like you're feeling the heat because you have a giant hickey on your neck. It's not giant, but it is a hickey. It is clearly a hickey. So we need to get some ice. We need to get a brush. Oh, look how, it's like, not like I had one, but that's a convenient prop. Trick, ice, comb it out. It works, I swear. But anyway, let's see how Charlie deals with this. I'm very excited to see if he does, if he freaks out, if there's a way to hide it, if this gets them exposed. I don't know. Let's jump in, but before we do, don't forget to throw a like or dislike if you do not like what you see, but comment down below. Let me know why. Subscribe if you have not yet. We do fun things here. Ring the bell to be notified when I upload new videos, and don't forget to check the link down in the description for my Patreon. It is $5 a month. It's only $1.25 a week. It has all of my unedited reactions of everything that I do on YouTube. In addition to more, don't forget to follow us on all social media at @star_chef_productions or at Jessie Dobbie for Twitter. Do not forget, we are doing a giveaway for the Homophobia Cheese stickers. I will be picking 4 people from one of each video, each of the top 4 videos that have the most likes. So don't forget to subscribe, comment, share, and let me know in the comments who is your favorite ship and why. But without further ado, this is Season 2, Episode 5 of Heartstopper, Heat. I feel like the exhaustion's starting to hit me a little bit. I feel like that opening was a little jumbled. That's okay. I have new coffee. He's not answering him? Wow. Really cares. Nick's like, what?
Oh my god. Did I do that?
Do you think anyone will notice?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everyone will notice.
But no one will notice you.
I didn't mean to.
I think everyone's gonna notice him. Charlie's
I really
like,
enjoyed it.
okay, yeah, he's like, I kinda liked it.
A lot.
Oh my god. You.
Why would you open the door with the 2 of them in there?
We're going for breakfast.
Tao, why would you open the bathroom door? And why would you open the door naked? Like, oh, Tao.
I blame Nick entirely.
That's fair.
It wasn't just his fault.
That's
I
fair.
was also involved.
Oh, who gave you that hickey? Not hungry?
Not really.
Charlie, you need to start eating, babe. Not eating
I'll pack you a croissant,
anything.
so if you get hungry later, we'll have a snack.
Is it true James McEwen gave you that hickey?
He's the only other gay guy on the trip, so...
It's none of your business.
Obviously you know it wasn't me.
He's the only other gay kid on the trip. Like, there's probably so many queer people amongst them, they have no idea. Well, we know that there are.
Now, we've all been having fun. Charlie Spring and James McEwen.
Of course.
Nick Nelson and Ben Holt.
Ah, I knew that was coming.
I don't want to go with Nick Nelson.
I don't give a rat, rude boy. What?
Who's
Alright.
Elle's partner?
C'est la vie.
Would you ever stop and think how you're actually making people feel? Like, come on, Harry, where's your basic human empathy?
I can't believe it.
Good for frickin' Isaac.
Do you think Isaac thinks it was me? I just don't want him to think it was me. It wasn't him, was it?
You know, that's not what I meant. Remember when we were walking into Churra? You know what? Never mind.
Oh, she wants to talk about it, but she's scared.
You were the one who told her about me and Charlie, aren't you? Mess up my life.
You never cared
Oh
about
my
either of them.
god, deflect.
You just liked having control over him.
And you cheated on the girl that you were with when you were with Charlie. You
What? I want Charlie back. Didn't even give me a chance to figure myself out, and then you came along and you stole him from me.
Stay hydrated. Come on, then.
I hope you don't stay hydrated, Ben, and I hope you fall all the way down.
You didn't get tickets for the lift.
No.
I wonder how long it takes you to walk up. I would not want to do that, I'm gonna be honest right now.
need to get a selfie from my mum.
Okay. Smiles. Is that hickey from you then?
What if it was? You jealous?
I'm not gay.
Nah, leave him alone, lads. Come on. Come on.
Did Harry just stick up for us?
Right?
Weird.
I know. I'm not complaining,
Maybe we shouldn't
but
be
it's
hanging
weird.
out right now.
You do know it. It was me, right?
Are they gonna kiss? Oh, Dad? Is Dad finally gonna answer? He called him right back. How does he not answer? What an asshole.
You could get one if you want. You really don't think things are gonna work out?
I'll mess it up like I always do with everything.
You don't mess things up.
Your life multiple times?
How?
I'm basically the reason you got outed last year. Someone overheard, and next thing we know, you're getting bullied every single day.
Well, that wasn't his fault.
I never wanted to tell you.
But you know that wasn't your fault.
Yeah.
We've been friends since the first day of year 7.
Hey, I'm Tao. Charlie, you seen the Romeo and Juliet movie from the 90s? It's one of my favourite movies.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
I immediately thought how cool and funny
Oh,
and
I
kind you
love
were.
it.
Guilt tripping me into being nice about myself.
Even if things don't work out with you and Elle, you're a good person who deserves love.
Is he gonna write their initials?
Wait, isn't that for you and Nick?
I love it.
People might think you gave me this hickey if you keep this up.
So?
Last season we had Tao being like, Charlie always hates himself. Charlie thinks that existing is a problem, and now this season it's him. There's so much alike. Aww. I love that. Hands down, it's gonna be a freeze.
You have until 5 p.m.
That's the Mona Lisa. That's it. It's rubbish.
What?
Darcy, it's art.
Oh my god, that's so cute. Elle's smiling at all of the paintings, and Tao's smiling at Elle. She can't keep her eyes off the art, and he can't keep his eyes off of her.
It's nice to look at.
You don't always need to understand it to enjoy it.
This one feels kind of romantic.
Yeah.
I guess that's true of real life as well. You don't have to understand your feelings completely to know that you like something.
Is he
You don't have
playing
to.
matchmaker?
You can just feel.
That's a good point.
I can't run.
Good job, bud.
What?
I just love being here.
He said that he still liked you. Thinks that he still has a chance of getting back with you. He doesn't.
Get going.
Oh, your mum texts you? Wow, okay. How come I've never even met your parents? I don't know. Come on.
Why do you always do that? I feel like you're hiding stuff from me.
I'm not.
I've never met your parents.
Kinda seems like you are.
I've never been to your house.
It was just a casual I love you. You said you didn't mean it like that.
But you know I did.
Is she not actually out to her parents? Is Charlie having an anxiety attack? He's gonna faint. He hasn't been eating. He's weak.
Charlie, what's wrong?
Somebody get Mr. Farouk.
Charlie?
He didn't eat dinner in the last episode. He didn't eat breakfast in this episode. I never see him drinking anything. He didn't eat the ice cream.
It makes me want to draw.
You should. I love watching you draw. Tie me to a chair if you wanted me to watch that.
She gonna kiss him? She gonna kiss? She's
monstrosity.
gonna kiss him? Yes! Yes, yes!
Elle.
I'm so sorry.
No, 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 no.
Let's just forget that.
No, no sorries.
You can force him to love.
Yes! Finally.
I don't know how to do this.
Me neither.
Fall in love with a girl.
Oh, now they're giant butterflies. I like how originally the butterflies are around them, but now they're shooting out as if they're like the butterflies are leaving. So happy for them. Oh, this show. Happy tears, happy tears.
And do the pose as well. Yes, you do. Go on.
Mr. Farouk, Mr. Jai.
Charlie fainted.
You passed out.
onto your boyfriend though, so all good.
I just haven't eaten enough today.
If you need to sit down or you just want to rest on the couch, that's fine.
There.
Mr. A, is your kindness rubbing off on Mr. Farouk?
I've noticed you don't really eat a lot. Generally, kind of feels like it's gotten worse lately. Like I feel like you eat less than you used to.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Hey, no. You have nothing to be sorry about. I want to understand.
Sometimes it feels like the only thing I can control in my life.
Wow.
If there's anything that I can do to make things less stressful, I really care about you. You are not rejecting the croissant that I have lovingly carried for you all day.
Season 1, all the times he was stressed and hiding in Mr. A's class, he was at lunch but not eating. He didn't know either.
Ah, sérieux? Dad's French and he basically only speaks to me in French, so... Wait, do you like the fact that I speak French?
I mean, it's really hot.
It's fine.
Oh, he's gonna speak in French.
Oh my God,
oh
you're
yes.
so cringe. Non, pas de ça ici.
Run. I love accents, and I love other languages, so I get it, Charlie.
He's not really a big part of my life anymore, since he lives here, and he's not the most reliable. I had this idea that I might introduce you to him.
Let's tell each other when we've got stuff going on.
Deal.
Communication. I love it.
You'll never be the same. I'll never be the same. Don't know who I am without you. I'll never be the same.
Good episode. This season is fantastic. I am loving it. I don't want to say it's better than the first, but it might be better than the first. Baby Charlie and baby Tao did it for me. They're just so cute. But that's the pause. That is the pause. Ah, Dobbie. She's like, I refuse. Oh, there you are. Hi. Do not mind me. I am but a cushion. All right, there you have it. Episode 5, Heat. And whew, heated it did get. Because we had a Tao and Elle kiss! Yay! Finally! Oh my god. I am so excited, so happy for them. And it happened in the most perfect way. Because we have all of our friends watching them constantly, all throughout last season, all throughout the beginning of this season. They clearly like each other. They know it. They keep trying to push them together, keep trying to get them to do things together, like the museum. And I love that Nick goes up to Elle and says, you know, sometimes you can just feel. Like, art is like life. Sometimes you don't have to understand it. You could just feel it. I want to say that he knew what he was doing. Maybe he didn't. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think he knew what he was doing, or do you think it just so happened to work out that way? I think he knew what he was doing, and he was trying to play matchmaker, trying to help Tao out, because Tao and him finally had a nice heart-to-heart conversation. But I just, it was perfect. It like clicked in her. It was like he was speaking her language through art, because she loves art so much. So they run through the museum, and then they have this cute little moment where they're sitting there and she's sketching and he's talking about his movies as always, and she just kisses him. That's what I've been saying this whole time. Just plant one on him, girl. We have this adorable moment too of them just like giggling, and like I like how she jumps up and she's like, I'm sorry, like panics. It still shows that there's still some uncertainty on her side of it. Like we keep, at least I do, keep watching these episodes thinking like, oh my god, it's so freaking obvious, how do you not know? But it's usually like that, right? So even with her, she's like, oh my god, I'm sorry, and he's like, no, and kisses her back. So that's so cute. I love it. I can't wait until we see them together around the friends and just being in their element and being comfortable, finally holding hands and being themselves. We have a conversation between Tara and Darcy, and it goes kind of weird, but we got some information, I guess. Darcy gets a text message and Tara says, oh, it's from your mom. She rips it out of her hand real quick and just like checks it. Very bizarre behavior. And then Tara starts asking her questions. Why have I never met your parents before? Why didn't you say I love you? Why are you always acting like you're hiding something from me? And she's like, I'm not. very convincing, Darcy. What is going on there? I have a feeling that Darcy isn't out to her parents yet. Maybe she's out to everybody else, but not to her family, because it seems like that would make the most sense, considering in the last season we're talking about how easy it was for Darcy to come out, and everybody knows, and she doesn't have to hide who she is, blah 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 blah. To have it all be the actual opposite would be really interesting. Maybe her parents are extremely strict. We have in the first episode, I think it is, Tara mentions, oh yeah, Darcy's parents are the same way, or Darcy's mom rather is the same way, when they reference Tao's mom's bao buns. They're like, oh yeah, Darcy's mom's the same way. She doesn't like to have a lot of people over. She doesn't let people over. But we could have sleepovers at your house. Maybe there's a reason for that. Maybe it's not that she doesn't allow people over. Maybe it's that she doesn't want to bring Tara over because she is a girl. Maybe Darcy's parents just suck. Maybe Darcy's parents have trouble in their marriage, in their relationship, and the words I love you freak her out. Regardless of what it is, she's clearly hiding something. You don't snag your phone away from somebody like rapid speed and when you're not hiding something. It just didn't make any sense. I thought it was so cute how everybody thinks that the hickey was given by James because he's the only gay kid in the school. I think it's hysterical how people actually think that. Like, oh, there's only one gay kid in my school. There's only 2 gay kids in my school. Like, no, there are a lot of queer people in your school. They're just not out because of idiots like you. But James is the only other gay kid on this trip, so it had to have been him. And James is like, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. He's so worried that Isaac is going to think it was him. And it's funny because we've known for so long that Charlie and Nick are together, but when James is saying to Charlie, you don't think, Isaac doesn't think it was me, right? And he's like, he knows it's not you. Yeah, obviously he knows it's not you because he knows that Charlie and Nick are together. But James doesn't know that Charlie and Nick are together because it's a secret still. So I just think it's so funny that like James is freaking out because he likes Isaac so much. It was so cute. We go to the Eiffel Tower. That was really fun. We run up to the Eiffel Tower. That was a really cute scene too, of all like the different pairs running up. And we have a conversation with Ben. Ben admits to Nick that he still likes Charlie. He is still completely full of and full of himself, saying like, oh, I apologize and I could get him back if I wanted. You ruined my life. First first Charlie and now Imogen. And are you really that full of yourself? Are you really so ignorant to the fact that you were the person who screws up everything in your life and you are the one to blame? Yeah, he is. That's how stupid he is. It's so frustrating. We also have what is probably, aside from Baby Charlie and Baby Tao, my favorite moment of the episode, where they're on the top of the Eiffel Tower and some kid who I didn't recognize yells to them, oh, Nick, are you the one who gave Charlie the hickey? And Nick yells back, oh, what if I was? Are you jealous? I love it. I love it so much. That was so perfect. And then, out of all the people that could possibly say anything, Harry does. It's so weird and awkward that Nick even points it out and goes, Harry? Did Harry just stand up for us? What the heck is going on with Harry? Is he finally understanding this? Is he finally accepting it? Are all of the things that people keep saying to Harry about why are you such an asshole actually getting through to him? Because clearly he's making a change in himself. Something had to have happened to make this change occur. First it was standing up for Imogen, now it's standing up for Nick and Charlie. Maybe he's realizing that he's losing his friends and it's not so fun to be the only person who's making fun of somebody when no one else is supporting your jokes. But I thought that was a really interesting situation. Mr. Farouk and Mr. Ajaya getting a little close. That was fun. I think I don't know if they're hinting at like a crush kind of thing or just a friendship. But regardless, I love seeing them together because they're just so fun and funny. And he's taking the pictures, making them pose. He loosens him up, which is nice. We get a call from Dad. We are on our way there now to go meet him. And Nick says he wants to introduce Charlie, which is a big step. It's huge. So I'm curious to see what happens and if the dad accepts it. Last but not least, we have Charlie fainting at the museum. Now, this is really interesting, and I think this is a really fascinating way that they showed this, and not only fascinating, but important way that they show this. Creative, because it's one of those situations where not everything is obvious, right? What was I just saying in the other episode with Darcy being so confident? It's the confident ones you have to watch out for. Sometimes it's the things that you don't see that you should be looking at, if that makes sense. Charlie faints because he hasn't eaten, like, at all today. And he sits Nick down and he tells them, and I think this was sweet too, Nick says, I'm not judging you, or you shouldn't feel sorry. I just want to understand. And Charlie explains that he sometimes doesn't eat because he feels like it's the only thing that he can control. And now, if you think back to all these moments in season 1 where he's in the art class, away from everybody at the lunch table, he goes there to hide when he is stressed, especially, right? But he goes there with his lunch, which he doesn't eat. I distinctly remember one of the episodes where he picks up the sandwich and puts it back down. And you brush this off because you're like, well, he's upset. You know, obviously, like I lost my appetite, I'm upset, right? You lose your appetite, you're upset. You don't want to eat, you're pissed off. A majority of people, I feel like, do that, where they're just like so in their head, they don't want to focus on anything else, let alone eating. And so you think this is normal behavior, but when you apply it to Charlie, who does it every single time he is stressed, every single time he gets picked on, every single time he's going through a problem, which unfortunately has been a lot recently in the most recent years, it happens a lot. He is not eating, like, at all, like 90% of the day not eating. And now it's starting to catch up with him on days like today where they're walking around exerting a lot of energy. It's not a good situation for him to be in. It's not healthy. But I think it's a really, again, a creative way that they show this, where it's like not in the faintest corner of my mind did I ever consider that Charlie had an eating disorder. Not once. It was never even a question in my mind until this episode where he was pushing around his stew at the end of the last episode, and then in this episode he didn't want to eat breakfast, and Nick was like, I'll pack you a croissant, and I'm thinking like he's upset, but I just noticed it at the end of the last episode into this one, like he's really not eating. Like, it's one thing to be like, you know, I don't want to eat right now, but like he still hasn't eaten. And so it's then you think back to all those times and you collectively put them together and you're like, wow, wait, this is a problem. So overall, I think it was a fantastic episode. The show never ceases to amaze me and never ceases to surprise me. I just loved baby Tao and baby Charlie. We got to see how they became friends, and we got to see their cute little conversation about Radiohead, and of course Tao brings up movies. And I absolutely adore the fact that Charlie put Tao's name on instead of Nick's, because we all know that Charlie loves Nick and Nick loves Charlie. But to have this friendship solidified on this special place, on this special lock, it's like Charlie is trying to show Tao, listen, I love Nick, of course, but I really love you, and I always will. You are my best friend. You always have been. You've been there for me thick and thin. Nothing is ever going to change anything. Even the fact that Tao thinks he's responsible for outing Charlie, it was a mistake. You didn't go around screaming it through the halls. Someone overheard you. And as I mentioned earlier too in the reaction, it's interesting how last season we had Tao being like, well, Charlie thinks that he's a problem just for existing. And it's like, now that's exactly what Tao is saying about himself. So it brings a new understanding of how they get each other and why they're friends, and how they know how to support each other, which I think is a really unique and special relationship. But now I'm getting hoarse because I'm talking too much. There's just so much to say. Overall, fantastic episode. There's only 3 episodes left. It's almost over. Until the next reaction. So long, everyone. Try and make someone smile today. You never know when they might need it next. Bye.